Sorry, SNA fans. Yeah, internet connecting difficulties, but we're I'm back here with the second clip of the video, and yeah, we're gonna continue talking about the latest episode of Friday Night SmackDown on March 8th. Let's continue to talk about what happened in the backstage area with Santos Escobar claiming the LWO is dead, and the future is Legado del Fantasma with him, Angel Garza, Electro Lopez, and Humberto Carrillo, which is Angel Garza's cousin. And this is where Santos Escobar's like, you, Dragon Lee, like, you are absolutely nothing. And it is where Dragon Lee did not take it anymore and just losed it a little bit, just a tad bit, 1%, and shoved what's his name back, shoved Santos Escobar back until he got shoved right from behind by what's their name, Los Lotharios, Angel Garza and Humberto Carrillo. That's right. But this is where they were like, what are you going to do about it, pipsqueak? And this is where Santos Escobar was like, ah, ha, ha, ha. Like, yeah, he's not no Rey Mysterio. Like, he's worse than Rey Mysterio. And that's what he's going to be known for. And then this is where Dragon Lee's like, oh, I'll show you that I'm not no Rey Mysterio. Like, and I'm not going to, and it's not in a worse way. Like, what I mean by that. But this is where we saw the locker rooms for both Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins and the Bloodline, like from the opposite directions in the backstage in the arena. This is where we move on to the next slide with Tiffany Stratton taking on Michin Mia Yim. And then if I said the match of the third match tonight was Bobby Lashley and Karrion Kross, I must have been mistaken, because the third match of the night was Dragon Lee and Angel Garza. Even though the post-match, I'm not sure what to say about that. Like, maybe it's storytelling in a way, but which we're going to see what's next for Santos versus Rey Mysterio. But I still think the match itself alone was very fantastically magnificent, which it needs to continue with these matches. And it's like, even if they do a 6-man tag match, it wouldn't be dull. It would not be boring. Like with Rey Mysterio and Carlito and Dragon Lee taking on Los Lotharios and Santos Escobar, in which is the fourth of the Legado del Fantasma, then I would say this. I would say it would be one of the greatest 6-man tag team matches I've seen in recent SmackDown history, like for the past couple of months. Like, if you ask me, like even though like multi-man tag team matches are very, very, very tiring to watch, but if you do it in a moderable manner, then it will be it'll be nothing but a variety and something interesting to watch, like in your time of watching WWE SmackDown or any other show from WWE or even AEW or a totally different company entirely. But anyways, we got the second best match of the night, which was Tiffany Stratton versus Michin Mia Yim. Even though it really took long at all, it was just like a toilet break timing match, like time-wise, but not like the contest itself. Even though Michin's like more of a mid-card than a main eventer, but she still delivered again, like in Tiffany Stratton's debut match. And Tiffany Stratton showing why she should be a women's champion in the foreseeable future, which she has the talent, she has the look, she has the credibility right now with the fans are already over her, even though she's a heel now. But I'll say, when it's time to pull the trigger of her being a women's champion, I would suggest WWE should go with those plans if they have any about Tiffany Stratton in the foreseeable future. Which I could see her being in a program with Becky Lynch for the women's championship on Raw, which is the women's world championship. And I think at the end of 2024, she should be capitalized to win the match and get some kind of revenge on Becky Lynch on the process. Like after losing the NXT women's title to her about, I think almost a year ago. But anyway, this is where Tiffany flexed her guns, but I thought like it's not really much, but she is showing an impression when she's fighting in that ring, and she's showing why she's on the main roster. She's a future WrestleMania main eventer, just like a Bianca Belair, a Becky Lynch, any woman that main evented WrestleMania. I could say Charlotte, Sasha Banks, and Ronda Rousey, but I'm not sure about that. I'll say more likely like someone that's accurate on WWE, like someone like that's wrestling on the roster that's not injured or left the company. Which two of them that left, and then one's injured right now. So I'll say safely to say Becky and Bianca because she's on their level of winning women's championship and could possibly headline shows. But this is where Tiffany Stratton hits face first right onto Michin Mia Yim, right on each turnbuckle until Michin then took control, super kicking her right in the midsection, hit her face first. This is where she hit the chop right onto her chest. This is where what's her name? What's her name? Michin Mia Yim to try to go for a split. But this is where Tiffany Stratton trips over, hits face first right in the turnbuckle, hit a back cartwheel flip, and hit a back elbow right into the face. This is where Tiffany Stratton snapmares her, runs right to the top rope, double stomps her right in the face. But this is where Tiffany Stratton gets kicked out by Michin. This is where Tiffany Stratton's like, okay, that didn't work. Like, okay, I guess it's time for my ultimate finishing maneuver. But Michin was coming back, fighting back onto her, hitting her midsection. And then this is where she tried to run right to the left side. But this is where she gets pulled back, hit back suplex by the former NXT Women's Champion. Try to go for a pin, but this is where Tiffany Stratton was like, dang it, like that didn't work. And this is where she then went right behind right onto the Michin. This is where she then put her leg right onto her face, and right into put her throat first right into the middle ropes in the bottom corner. This is where the referee started doing his count until 4. This is where she runs right on the top rope, hits a running hip attack right onto the back of the head of Michin Mia Yim, which it hit face first right in the ropes. This is where we got this. This is where Tiffany Stratton was continuing her ruthlessness, trying to go for a signature move, which is that Fire Women's Carry Roll, which she must have learned from her former teacher, the man, or what did he call himself? Or just say the man from Green Bay, Wisconsin. According to in his interview with Chris Van Vliet, that he trained her along with Top Flight, I believe. Which I remember watching that episode of the Insight podcast. But yeah, make sure y'all guys check it out. Even though it was like 2 years ago, back in 2022. But it still was a very cool interview where Chris Van Vliet and with him asking plenty of questions to Mr. Anderson or Mr. Kennedy, whatever you want to call him, and his time in WWE, TNA, and etc., which he had so much to say about, but that's a story for another day. I'm going to talk about that in another video. But anyways, Michin Mia Yim hits a suplex right on Tiffany Stratton to turn the tables. This is where she tried to go for a Styles Clash, which she waits too long to try to attempt to do the move. All she's doing is doing the pose like, OC! And this is where she gets picked right up by Tiffany Stratton, gets Alabama slammed by the bodybuilding Barbie. This is where she hits the pretty moonsault right off the top. The triple dipped beautiful moonsault, or the prettiest moonsault. Yeah, she calls it the prettiest moonsault to get the 1, 2, 3, if I'm not mistaken. The put away Michin, and your winner of this match, Tiffany Stratton. And it gets this gets second best match of the night. Like, yeah, why not? Even though it was nearly a squash match, but at the same time, it still delivered. Like WWE is booking Tiffany Stratton perfectly, even though she beaten Michin Mia Yim already. She will have nothing to prove against her, but it was already on schedule. They couldn't find nobody else for her to beat. Like, and they're not going to have Bianca Belair be the sacrificial lamb. So yeah, what the like until WrestleMania, that is like. But in the meantime, we got the next person that's gonna take the pinfall loss and try to get a rematch, which is none other than Michin, which that kind of makes sense. But at the same time, it's not what's that? Oh, sorry about that. I need to fix this. But anyways, like at the same time, like hopefully they don't keep using her to be Tiffany Stratton's victim, even though that's like she's like the only jobber, right? I mean, not jobber. I was more likely the mid carder in the women's division on the SmackDown brand next to Zelina Vega. But Zelina Vega's in a program with OWO against the Legado del Fantasma with her facing off against what's her name? Electra Lopez. I mean, they could put her in a match against Tiffany Stratton again, but it's probably best to not put her in the match. Like, even though like it could tell a story, like with Zelina Vega be so close to beating the hottest upcoming rising star like Tiffany Stratton on Friday Night SmackDown, only just to lose, like and get screwed out of it by her arch rival, what's her name, Electra Lopez. But let's hope we can keep continuing to gain some momentum and some relevancy onto Tiffany Stratton, and she don't have to gain it by only beating the likes of Michin and Zelina Vega. And who thinks is going to be next against Tiffany Stratton? And do you think we're going to build things up for a WrestleMania match with Bianca Belair versus Tiffany Stratton? Even though I preferred that Bianca should take on the Jade Cargill. But I thought of two reasons why that's probably not going to happen. Because one, like Tiffany Stratton's not going to face Naomi because she already beaten her on the post-show SmackDown after after Elimination Chamber, right after she eliminated her. And two, there's not that much time to build up a feud with the EST and the former TBS champion. So I guess it's the best bet, like for them teasing like a feud like for the past couple of months, ever since Tiffany Stratton joined SmackDown by getting a contract by Nick Aldis. But until then, like we're just gonna have to wait and see who's gonna be the next target of the center of the universe. But anyway, this is where we got AJ Styles in the backstage. You thought that you were gonna AJ Styles sent a message to LA Knight saying like you thought you were gonna be the one that's gonna win the Elimination Chamber and become the contender for the World Heavyweight Championship match, but no, like I was there to stop you, and I whacked you with that chair about a dozen times to be the exact, and he's like, and I clashed you afterwards, and look around here, like LA, like. Like look around, you've been looking around here, thinking you own the place and thinking you should deserve a title shot because of your popularity. Like, but in reality, like you don't deserve to be in the same locker room as the phenomenal one, like himself speaking here. Like, and I had to admit, like, even if I thought I thought you were pretty cool and funny and entertaining. That is, like, until you had the audacity to walk over my dead body and take my spot of facing Roman Reigns for the Universal Championship about 4 months ago. Like, and he's like, and I was just told. And then when I attacked you in the first time around, like, I was showing you not to walk like right over me, thinking you're gonna be the replacement of me. Like, and I understand. And again, I understand that this is a cutthroat place to be, but I'm gonna make you understand that you need to understand this working environment. Like you're overachieving yourself, and you're under talented. Like you're just a loudmouth that's desperately that needs to be humbling soon. And I'm the phenomenal choice that will do that for that job. And it is where LA Knight was looking for him, trying to find him, but he was running out of luck. So he started taking his frustrations out of the TV. I was like, I'm not sure if that's gonna help because the TV is not the one that attacked you. It was the certain phenomenal man that was on the TV screens on that vignette of his message that he has for you that you need to be humbling, but I'm not sure if humbling is the best term to use. Well, it could be like because he can be a bit arrogant and he can be a bit selfish. I mean, who could blame the guy that's trying to get some main event success in the biggest wrestling company in sports and entertainment and all of professional wrestling as well. But yeah, late night. He may be popular in the catchy catchphrase, but I'm not the biggest fan, but I do enjoy every skit of the megastar every once in a while. But this feud is starting to get. This storyline feud is starting to get more interesting and entertaining as of late, and hopefully it continues, and hopefully. Not continues. I'm talking about. I'm saying it like if they already had a match at a premium live. Hopefully they keep on doing this, like having these vignettes and them sending each other messages, getting more intense, like something that Booker T and the Homeless Man and the Hurricane would love to see, because that's the whole point of wrestling. Like, what is a wrestling feud is without a little arguments and brawling and fighting, but yeah, let me know in the comments down below on how they're gonna book this match at WrestleMania and who's gonna be the predetermined victor of the 40th anniversary of their match in the 40th year anniversary of their annual biggest stage show of all time. And what else I need to say about this feud? I think that's about it for now. But let's move on to the next slide, which we got this third big best match of the night, which was Angel Garza against Dragon Lee. And this is where we got backstage a backstage segment with Tyler Bate playing WWE 2K24 on his Xbox Series S. And I was like, he reminds me of my brother. Like he's playing on the Xbox Series S. Like I believe he must have downloaded this game on through the system, because that's a particular system that you only can download. You only can upload upload. That's the only game system that that's the only game system that only uploads digital games. But before I get into more, I'm gonna help my nephew out. Excuse me for a second. What do you want to do? Because Uncle's kind of in the middle of doing the podcast. Okay. Why? What? It's a more wider version of the long one. It's not long, it's more wide. I think you ate almost all the long ones. But anyways, back to the review. We got Tyler Bate on the Xbox Series S with the new WWE 2K24, which I still need to get that game and try it out. But I might get it very soon. It just might be a little while before I can even save. It's gonna take a little while before I can even get the game, though. And when I do, I'm gonna tell you how I enjoy the video game. No, it's not broken. Come here. You give it to Uncle Super Ninja Austin. But anyway, this is where Pete Dunne came in. This is where he's like, "What are you doing?" Like, "Oh, I'm just playing playing the game. Like, and we're facing Judgment Day." Like, and I talked to Nick Aldis in his office last week of the tag team title. No, Uncle Super Ninja knows what he's doing. He always eats. He used to eat these all the time. So trust Uncle Super Ninja Austin for this. But this is where, he told him about that, and then he's like, "We might be getting another shot at those tag team titles." This is where he passed him the controller, and he left, which I'm not sure where he was going. Like, but let me know in the comments below what you mean. I mean, what this means. Do you think there's going to be some kind of a gauntlet tag team match or a tournament to see who's going to be determined, or some kind of number one contenders match for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, which we all know is going to be the Austin Truth? But let me know in the comments down below on who's exactly going to be number one contender against the Judgment Day Tag Team Championships at the Showcase of the Immortals. But I'm going to be right back one more time. Why is he wet? You can. I'm just trying to get this off. Put this on. Okay, back here with the match. This is where we got the drop just came out, started hitting drop kicks, and then this is where he then tripped over Angel Guard's drop kicks, and then he did it onto the bottom right corner. This is where he did it like by flipping right over the top rope onto the right side when he tried to go for a splash onto Angel Garza. Angel Garza, and this is where he hits a springboard 1 foot kick until he got 2 feet, did a double stomp right onto the shoulder up. Angel Garza hit the running missile drop kick right on the head. This is where he drags him right into the ring. This is where he try to go for a pin. But where we got Angel Garza grabbing onto the ropes when he was doing the ducks and leapfrogs. This is where Angel Garza's like, my right knee. And he's like, "I don't think my knee's doing very well," which he was lying, because as soon as Dragon Lee came in and Dragon Lee went right closer right after he was not convinced and being skeptical of if Angel Garza's telling the truth or not. Like with him, like he must be faking because he's known for that in the past. And this is where the referee's like, "But how we know that if he's grabbing onto his leg and saying it's bothering him?" We got to be in the cautious side. This is where what's his name? Dragon Lee was like, "Okay, like if you say so, but I'm not gonna fall any tricks if he's faking." This is where he was right, because this is where Angel Garza came out of nowhere, hit a running middle missile drop kick onto him. He's like, "I wasn't like, like you fell for that old injury routine." And this is where. And then this is where what's his name? Dragon Lee was like, "Yes, but not really." And this is where Angel Garza then placed him right into the put his what's that? Sitting him right onto the apron. This is where he hits a running kick right into the face. And this is where all the members of the what's that? The LGP, I believe they're called, the Legado del LDP, Legado del Fantasma, yeah. Not Gel Phantasma, which I'm not sure what that even means. It's not like some kind of a hair product from Mexico. Yeah, this is where Angel Garza sent him right back in the ring. This is where he started doing more punishments onto Dragon Lee until Dragon Lee got back into his post and made a huge comeback by hitting some running axe handle shoves, and this is where he hits super kick right in the gut in the face. And step up Gary. This is where he sends him right to the bottom left, I believe. And this is where they try to go for a splat, but this is where he gets flipped over right on the left side. This is where he throws him. This is where Angel Garza tried to go for a right hand, but he gets countered in face first right on the turnbuckle. This is where Dragon Lee gets on the top rope. This is where Angel Garza then goes for a suplex right on top. No, it was a Frankensteiner. Yeah. But this is where Dragon Lee somehow trips him right over. He landed on his family jewels. And I was thinking to myself, like from his wife that he proposed to on NXT, like I'm sorry for on NXT back in 2020. Like, I'm sorry, like, but it seems like if y'all don't already have a family, like prior to this, like it seems like y'all not gonna be having a family anytime soon in the next couple of weeks, like until it fully recovers. But anyway, this is where we got Dragon Lee then goes for a double foot stomp right onto the chest of Angel Garza, send him right to the left corner side. This is where Humberto Carrillo was checking in his cousin. This is where we got Dragon Lee go for a suicide dive on both men. This is where he tried to go for that surfboard DDT, but he gets caught with a super kick right into his face. And made him do I'll say at least a a 90. Did a 90 in the air. This is where we got Angel Garza picks up Dragon Lee. This is where he's like two times. Like this is where he's like two times. This is where he tried to go for some kind of pop-up move until Dragon Lee counters out of an interception with the most with a Hurricane Rana and kind of the most devastating move in all of sports entertainment, and him grabbing onto his legs and pin him down for the 1, 2, 3. And he got the win in the most impressive fashion. Even there was Escobar was joining in the fun, and it was a 3-on-1. And then this is where they hit the double team maneuvers onto him, like which was like a triple fireman's carry slam. And this is where he's like, this is gonna be you. Like if you ever crossed Legado del Fantasma Rey. And this seems like that we are indeed gonna have a Rey versus Santos match at WrestleMania. And I know I'm probably going to be my decision of who's gonna win is gonna be kind of controversial, but I think Rey most definitely should win this match. Just a prediction.